Alright, what's up, Taurus? You get a round 2 video. Yes. This little method I found out I want to try out on y'all. All this other signs get it, so I gotta hook y'all up to a new way of reading I'm gonna try out. It's pretty cool, actually. I did it like 5 times already. So hold on. So here's how I gotta do it. Okay. So I gotta redo this. So, you're getting used to feeling like a boss. You are getting used to feeling like a boss and moving like a boss. Respond to all situations with presence and eagerness to begin. We are accessing our own confidence. We won't be alone for long. We won't be alone for long. And here's all we're going to do. A disclaimer. Mother's in the background. I'm going to read these 3 prompts. And then I'm going to read on, well, yeah, that's it. I'm going to read on these 3 questions. So, these questions, these prompts were made by ChatGPT, I'll be honest. For the purpose of helping you get the message ingrained, deeper, understood, easier. So the first question is, what would I do differently if I already believed I was qualified? I'm going to read on that one. And then, where am I waiting for permission I don't actually need? Last question, last prompt. What version of me is emerging that I haven't accepted yet? So let's read on the first one. What would I do different if I already believed I was qualified? Let's see. Three cards for the first question. Wow. 2 opposite signs. They say this is the head, this is the heart. Look at that. And then here's peace in between. Clarity in between. From the collective to the self, peace and expression and self-expression, and then, representing your organization. Peace in both aspects. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So now, the more I do this, so I didn't even finish all signs before I got back to you. I just finished Libra. But I wish I had this message because I mean I have it, but I didn't do the reading that gave me the insight from it. This message, Leo's insight was to grade themselves on how well they're being true, how well their actions are true or honest or intentional or, yet fly. I know that's an extra step, but you know how people grade contests, they grade your jump, your dive, grade your singing, was it a 10, 5, It's a little fun game. But I wish I got Aquarius's message. It would have been crazy to combine both of those. So now I'm getting an understanding. Maybe I have to read in a full circle, like a tiring exercise, so I can condense all messages to a single point. It'd be crazy. But anyway, there's the answer to the first question. Essentially, you'll be at peace going from representing the people, your organization, to then expressing yourself. And when you have all this combined, I mean, it's even better to even be qualified without even you qualified in action, and then lastly understanding it in mind. I mean, it's hard because every day you wake up. I mean, but you would already know your work is high quality, though. You have to believe your high quality work is garbage. I mean, who does that? Consistently, like, come on, bro. This is amazing. This is good. Nah, they don't like. And what helps you be defeatist is YouTube. Not seeing the views. You know? Like, clearly, it's garbage. But it's helping me out. But it's still garbage. You know? So, yeah. Next question. Where am I waiting for permission I don't actually need? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Just 2 shuffles, maybe 3. Let's see. Mm. Do you need permission to ignore irrational emotions, irrational people? To feel good while unfazed mentally by these people, yet still working towards Mm-hmm. So you give yourself permission to still feel good while working toward this relationship, not being swayed by the process. Yeah, the process is working. Mm-hmm. You don't need permission to accept the process. Yep. All right, so next question. What version of me is emerging that I haven't accepted yet? So forgive me. So accept your process to greatness. And then what part of yourself is emerging that you haven't accepted? The part that is growing independently in this situation. Getting connection your way despite their expectations. How it should be. Like, I ain't gotta worry because it's working. Yeah, this can't be our feelings. But yeah, they'll see it as that. Yeah. Hold on. Never mind. Yeah, accept your process. Well, I'm kind of curious though. We'll see if we can get Aquarius' message out. Because their message was interesting. I want to read theirs real fast as a treat for y'all. Show you how I do. Aquarius, July 2026. Accepting your foundation or level of self and improve. Beware of not being the best representation of yourself. Be trusting in yourself like it's healthy for the environment. Accept that situations this month will be hitting your emotions in personal ways. Trust in that you're learning and others are learning to know you. Don't worry, just do what you can. Here is Aquarius' prompt. What part of myself am I refusing to accept? Prompts. Here's Aquarius' 3 prompts. What does growth look like without self-judgment? How can I be a better representation of who I already am? Let's read on those real fast. Even though I'm skipping, because I need to finish Scorpio to Aquarius. So it's still going to be hard to give you. So damn. This is telling me the work I'd have to do to give you a full scope message of like interest from start to finish, understanding, damn near entertaining. Intertraining. That's dedication. I'd be thinking I'm dedicated. I'm like, I already gave the reading. Why I gotta make it rhythmic and, you know, give it style and shit. Confidence, expression. Hey, we're here to get information. Be entertained by you know, not going off on people. And actually creating great relationships, connections. Fuck that, I'd rather be happy by my actions. The execution's also important though. But anyway, what part of myself am I refusing to accept? Three cards to answer this question. Part of me that is more than willing and ready to get hands-on and involved, to participate. You know? Yeah. Despite this, you know, because usually, yeah, I came out with like a worry about how this balance out. I gotta move through with these emotions unbalanced, despite all that. So you need to accept that you're always willing to be a builder of connection and give it yourself and stuff. Despite it may be unmet, unequally, you know, reciprocated. So you can unendingly give. You can actually give disproportionately. You're saying you can give disproportionately so much, it's like currency. You're rich in your ability to give of yourself so much, you don't have to worry about how much you're giving, you just give. Technically. Okay. What does growth look like without self-judgment? 3 cards. What does growth look like without self-judgment? Yeah, what I mentioned. The ability we have. You would just keep doing the act of being. How can I be a better representation of who I already am? You're really just getting over the irritable emotion that something's not right. It's really just the stage is still being built. As long as you show up, pay it forward, essentially. So, but yes, can I be a better representation of who I already am? 3 cards. Keep up this work, keep up this vision, keep up this mix with a little bit of seeing it unfold, seeing the results of all this. And do all this while getting out of judgment, being as hands-on in the process of giving yourself. It's really a lot of emphasis on giving even when it feels unbalanced. Keep giving when it feels unbalanced. That's the big thing. Just because you can, so you might as well. So I feel like this is an even better message. I have the Celtic Cross video. Your sign is the only sign, Taurus, that got that. So now I have an epiphany about how to potentially do these videos. I just do one and that's it. But imagine, like it's a fucking opera, just constantly going over the message until I have a full blueprint to just damn near do a one-man show on the future. We're all gonna be entertaining one-man shows on all topics on YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, but damn, what if? I mean, you'd see the confidence in you knowing the message. It's like when I used to go on stage, like I knew the joke I was gonna segue into. The confidence of knowing what you're going to say and it actually landing and being on time and working. But I love creating new insights in real time. It's even better. It's more fun. Both. Maybe I should just keep going over the message. That's fucking crazy. Wow. But it's really healthy because I would always have like a clear way to view myself in the day and people and have a dangerous grip on my emotions. You know, the unconscious reactions. I just have a dangerous grip. I get back control of myself perfectly. That's mastery right there. I mean. And it's effortless. You know? Later, Taurus. My messages are already condensed. Okay? So we went from it being quotes you have to remember to the answer of yourself you have to accept to move through the month. So you know the answer to the feeling now. Essentially. You know? Feeling like a boss. Feeling capable, feeling loud. Yeah. Yeah, I think Aquarius helps. We got the camera. What would I do if I believed I was already qualified? Yeah. Well, there's your message, Taurus. You got a treat. So for July 2026.